Hey, it's been like 5 months since the last video, so thought we'd do an update what we've been up to and why it's taking so long to get through it. And the last one we had just undersealed all under the car, so that's done. And you can probably see that there's some fresh subframes in there. So they were a mission. I ended up buying a sandblaster and giving them all a blast. And getting them repowder coated. So they're looking very tidy now, but then that made the rest of the car look even less tidy. So the engine bay got painted, fully stripped, sanded, seam sealed, and a fresh coat of red. Same red that the S13 is done in. And then we also went and undersealed, sound deadened in the tunnel and gave the steering rack a bit of a repaint too. So that is looking very tidy now, which just makes everything else look less and less tidy. So I've got deeper and deeper into it, gotten very carried away. Got the suspension bolts re-zinced, passivated, and also got the heat shields under the car, got them recoated. They were rusty and looked terrible. We also cleaned up the motor, gave it a new water pump, but I got the wrong one, put the wrong one on. I didn't notice that it's an NA 1.6 subframe, or 1.6 water pump, sorry. So it doesn't have the mount for the alternator. So I got to whip that all back apart. Got a new timing belt as well and seals, but yeah, I got to whip it all back apart to put the right one on. Gave it all a bit of a degrease, painted the things just so it's, you know, not terrible. Probably give the rocker cover a paint and a clean up. Everything like this is looking tidy as. The suspension arms were looking gross, and I started wire brushing them, but that was not the go. So ended up buying a little sandblaster, which will be handy as to give those a sandblast. I haven't actually given it a go yet. It's next door and hasn't been fired up. Still got the seam sealer all seeping out of it. I was just letting that dry, but yeah, it'll be handy for the suspension arms so we can blast and paint them. The knuckles, I'll give them a bit of a tidy up and a paint. The wheels, when I build them, you can see these all need a good blast before they get powdered or painted. So yeah, we'll do all the arms, brake calipers, give them a blast as well, so everything can look tidy as. You're probably thinking doing the subframes and painting the engine bay and cleaning an engine doesn't really take 5 months, and that is because I've been working on this. This is my friend Jono's A31 Zafiro. We've been doing it all live on Twitch and TikTok. Originally built this car in 2016. Him and I did. I gave him a hand with the fabrication. Used to be 450 kilowatts. Was a bit of a beast, and now it's getting even more power. So currently I've just done the intercooler piping. The intercooler's not in at the moment, but Done the intercooler piping, dump pipe and screamer pipes, and we had to cut out the tunnel. It's got a Jericho dog box in there, which is side shifted and a little bit different, so we had to modify the tunnel. And currently the front pulley's off, just because we're welding some fittings and modifying the water pump. And I've also started on the rear tube frame. Still have to mount the fuel cell and surge tanks in here, but the basics of the rear tubes are in there. Last time I didn't brace it up to the strut towers, the rear strut towers, so it was not good to use as a jacking point. So this time I've put in a bit of extra bracing and it should be all good to use as a jacking point. So next on our list is going to be a lot of sandblasting and painting, getting all the little bits done for the MX-5, and then also working our way through the CEF. If you want to come hang out, be streaming on TikTok and Twitch.
Is the director ready? Are you ready? Oh.
You got nothing to say?